Kent Adams here, and welcome to My House, My Home. And this is one of my favorite opportunities because Larry Meyers from River Ridge Hardware and Peters Hardware is going to be here today to talk about some things. And he always brings new gadgets. And every time I sit and watch it, it's like, I need that too. I need that. You're going to find out some great things today about how to improve your house right after this.
Weather in the inland Northwest can wear you down. And if your gutters are in poor condition or you do not have gutters, you could suffer damage that could cost a fortune to fix. Rainman Seamless Rain Gutters has almost 30 years of professional experience in serving the inland Northwest region and strives to ensure customer service that is second to none, from the time you call to the end of the project.
Well, welcome back to My House, My Home. Larry Meyers, how are you today?
You know, I'm doing really well. Very blessed. So.
You've gone from the financial industry years ago to buying River Ridge Hardware, what, about 6 years ago?
I'm on my 6th year. Yeah.
Yes, okay. I'm trying to remember all that, you know. And you've grown that. It's a neighborhood place, but you serve I know people that we drive out there from downtown because it's a great place to go. But now we've got a second option. We can go to the valley at Peters Hardware.
Yes, actually currently oldest hardware store in business in Spokane. So
really?
1934.
1934. That was even before I was born.
Right?
Yeah.
And
not too many things are before.
What blows me away is, starting a business in the middle of the Depression or, the beginning of a Depression.
Yes.
And so, I mean, it just shows you.
And things are challenging now, too.
Right.
With all that's going on.
Yeah.
All right. I love it, as I said at the beginning of the show, because you bring new gadgets. And I see something about mosquitoes there. And I'm thinking, when we go out to eat in the backyard or go out to the lake and things like that.
Yeah, this one's mobile. It actually has its own little butane. And what it does is puts out heat. You look in a little hole here. It tells you whether it's lit. And puts out heat. And then it warms up this repellent that then puts it out in the air. Yeah. And the mosquitoes don't like it. And so they stay away. So I actually put one of these out on our deck every night when we have dinner out there.
Okay.
And it works. And so it actually covers a 15-foot zone.
Okay.
And we have the refills for it. And, so you're paying for it once and then just getting the refills. And it's a great little product that was developed.
You amaze me with all these new things that they come out with, because how handy is that? Taking a swipe at mosquitoes and everything else is old school.
Well, and then you don't have to wear all that poisonous stuff that you spray all over yourself, and
and smell like it.
Right, and there are some other options that aren't necessarily bad for you that are just a different smell, but this is an option where you don't have to spray yourself down, and it does repel the mosquitoes.
Okay.
But one of the other things I brought out is, you're doing your lawn, and these are ones that are colorful. We have just plain black ones too.
Okay.
But this way, that this is your tool. And so when your kids steal it, that they stole it from your house.
You can retrieve it when you go over there for dinner.
Exactly. But these are a hand rake, and basically you can just make your hands super big and scoop up all the leaves.
Okay, so when we pile things up and so forth, that really can help.
Exactly. So, and unfortunately, leaves are coming. We're in August now. And
I'm seeing more and more leaves now than I remember seeing in the beginning of August.
Well, I guess I look at it, how many extremes have we gone through? So May and June, it was cold, rainy.
Yeah.
And then we just started, I don't think we've really had our normal 80-degree summer, and we went to 100 degrees.
No, it's been up and down, hasn't it?
These poor trees don't know what to do.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
So this is a great scoop. This one's made by Bloom. And It retails for $16.99, and it just becomes a great handy way to pick up your stuff. And it makes your hands
Otherwise, you're
basically
trying to do it by hand, and or the old trash can lid.
I use this to just kind of do a quick scoop up, and you get a lot more into my wheelbarrow, and then take my wheelbarrow and dump them. So, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the other thing I brought is just, this is a good time, we're coming into what I call our 5th season.
Yes.
And
smoke,
yes. Fire season.
Yes.
And so with that, you kind of want to be aware. I think our furnaces are kind of one of the biggest things that are forgotten. They're down in our basements, crawl spaces, up above in your attics, and you forget about them. And technically, you should be changing your filters out at least every other month, depending on the filter, depending on the furnace and what it can handle. But this is a good time to think about that and change out your filter. Also, if you're running a box fan and you're needing to run fresh air at night, put one of these in front of it, so as it's blowing, or behind it.
Get some duct tape or something.
And just put it behind it, so when it's sucking that air, so it's blowing out over the front of you, that you're then blocking that smoke from coming in the window. So if you actually need a window open, that's a great way.
Because we have 2, what do you call them? Window ACs.
Yes.
So something like that would be really smart.
Yes. Yeah. You just got to be careful with the ACs the ACs have their own filters. If you could space it, but ACs have their own filters, which you should be rinsing out with a hose and cleaning out.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yes. But the other, so you could just take a regular box fan, put it in the window, put this on the other side of it, and cover yourself. You can also just, if you're trying to filter the air in your apartment, even, or house, you can actually hook one of these to a box fan, circulating the air, and it's grabbing that air and filtering the inside of your house there too.
Because you don't really see that.
No.
And this will pick it up.
And another option on the filters is you can actually, out on the YouTube, there's videos on how to make a cooler fan, and basically an inside, put some ice in it.
Yes, I've seen those.
Put a fan on it, and then put one of these behind the fan, so then it's filtering that air as it's going through.
Because the heat is coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We just think we're doing in the 80s this week, but it's going to come back.
Sure. Yeah. And, one thing I love about Spokane is, we have beautiful weather through the end of September.
Yes.
And so, we want to enjoy it, but unfortunately it comes with some fires. And so just think about your filters, think about your furnace.
Yes, because we're breathing that air.
Yeah.
Let's remind folks. First of all, let's go to your first one, River Ridge Hardware.
Sure.
Where are you?
We're at 2803 West Garland.
Okay.
And right on the corner of Garland and Driscoll.
You can't miss it.
Yes.
You've got parking in the back.
Exactly.
Yes.
And great customer service. And
Absolutely.
You can always find us at riverridgehardware.com.
Okay.
And the phone number there is 509-328-0915.
Okay.
And then Peter's Hardware is been there. It sits right there on the just before the corner of Pines on Sprague.
Right. But you come in the back.
Come in the back off of First Street.
Right.
Yes, and
just west of Dave's
Bar and Grill.
Yes.
And it's funny because when Dave's first opened, they used to use us, Peter's Hardware, as their example, of where they were.
Oh.
And so, Dave's,
but everybody knows where Dave's is.
Everybody, they're fish and chips. But we're at 12118 East Sprague Avenue.
Okay.
And also petershardware.com.
Okay.
And then phone number out there is 509-926-3646. So, and you can always
You got great staff out there. You've got great staff at where you are. Both places now can take, because I was talking to you before we went on the air of some painting I need to update on my house, of taking a chip in and matching it and doing that. So you have that ability at both places, right?
We do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and a good selection on paint.
Yes.
And we have top quality paint.
Yes.
Our Do It Best quality paint is actually built for us
Okay.
with a major supplier, and we actually are very competitive in our pricing. So
Yes. The one thing I like, and I hope I don't give away a secret here, is that I've shown up a couple times when we're going to do a taping at your place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the people don't know who I am. And I'm there before my crew shows up sometimes, and I'm there before you see me and everything else. And the courtesy from your staff is overwhelming, and I say that in a nice way, because we've all been picked on by people at places we go that just kind of stand in your face. But there, they helped. I had a couple of personal things I wanted to look for. They, without doubt, just went and helped me. You really have good people. That is so important in today's marketplace.
no, I am thankful for that.
Yeah, you do.
And we look for people that have a knowledge, have an interest to
Yeah.
learn, and know kind of the DIY projects and what people
Yes.
are doing. And sometimes people will stump us with the funky thing that they're doing with something. We've had a guy making a dragon, for instance, and we were kind of helping him, because he really wanted it to throw out a flame and all that kind of stuff. So, we get those fun
I love
options.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Larry, thank you for being one of our sponsors, but also for being just good entrepreneurs out there and helping. You're our go-to guy for here at the station and me personally. So,
Well, thank you. Yeah.
All right. So, River Ridge Hardware and Peter's Hardware.
Yeah, we
Okay.
cover you-
Easy to find on the web.
Yeah.
I mean, welcome to how we find everything today, right?
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, and we're always there to help you.
Okay.
Meet you at the door.
All right. Thank you very much. And thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.